Just a beautiful afternoon for football, Coach. They say summer is the time to live in Chicago. Well, that's extended. Just a beautiful afternoon for football, Coach. They say summer is the time to live in Chicago. Well, that's extended into autumn as we are ready to roll under blue skies at Soldier Field. This was the scene a moment ago as the Bears emerged from their tunnel. Ready for football are they, and ready for football are we as the Bears get set to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. It's 3-0 versus 2-1. A good early season battle as we're underway in Week 4. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. They'll run with a third-year man. This is Tariq Cohen. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Here's Trubisky. The screen pass here to Cohen. Space to maneuver at the 40. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 23 yards the pickup there.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, and have them back on their heels.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Draw play here. Trubisky gives to Cohen. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Come on, 180! 54! Check back, check back. Tight dog.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. And he's got Miller. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Bears, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Come on, 180! Check back, 54! Right, 54!
1st down, a run with Cohen. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the Vikings 20-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
You ain't doing nothing today.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. And it's caught. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards. Well, he did everything but get him in the end zone there, but now they're set up. Golden opportunity, strong opening drive, and they're knocking on the door.
And the way that they did it, now look where they are on the field. All right, this is naturally set up for a running play, isn't it? But with his ability to throw the football, his accuracy on this drive, you might want to think about a pass play in this situation.
Interesting. Time to find out.
Stand up in.
First carry for Mike Davis, the former Seahawk. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
2nd and goal from the 1.
Hey, alert 3, alert 3.
Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Can this Vikings D hold up one more time? 3rd and goal.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Right there. 54. Right there. 54.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Trey Burton, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Bears take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. The extra point up and good. A first look at the NFL scoreboard comes from down in Arizona, and the early lead there belonging to the Cardinals. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Throwing, Cousins. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Dalvin Cook, third year back from Florida State. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Cousins now. And complete right side to Cook. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Tell you what, partner, you get the football in his hands, just give him a little bit of open space. As we just saw, he can make you pay.
And he wasn't the top option there, but check down turned into first down and then some. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Cousins gives way to Cook. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. Cousins to throw it. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a 1st down.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big third down pickup to keep their drive alive.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Handoff comes to Cook, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
On third down, Cousins. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Prince Amukamara.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
A reminder coming up tonight, a tough ticket in New Orleans. The Cowboys in town to take on the Saints on Sunday Night Football. Then tomorrow night, Charles and I, we go to Pittsburgh. Bengals and Steelers, two teams, well, they don't like each other very much. That's well documented. That starts at 8:15 Eastern as we close out the month of September.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Let's make these babies cry. Hey, 18. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home. Bravo! 54's Mike.
From the gun on third down, it's Trubisky. The catch made by Miller. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
First down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
180. Right there, 54 Mike. Here we go.
This is Gabriel out on the left side. He'll be stopped shy of the 45 despite a great move. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Exit. 54. Mike, 54.
On 2nd and 9, Trubisky. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A gain there of 21 yards.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the 38-yard line.
Go! 180!
Check. Watch 54.
Red, go!
Push him back.
Off the play fake, here's Trubisky. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. 16 yards, a first down.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
Trubisky will come up here 1st and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Calling a loss of 2 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
Get up! 180!
Now it's Trubisky looking for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown to this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
Looking to throw again, Trubisky. Connecting with Burton here over the middle. And they'll get this down to the 10. Trubisky finding the former Eagle Burton for the Chicago first.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain.
Get up! 180!
Watch the run.
Looking to throw, Trubisky on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Trubisky to throw again. This will be caught at about the 5. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bears will extend their lead. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. A marker down. He does get it up past the 25. Will it hold? Let's see. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Leave it, bring up 48. 58, right over there, yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
From the gun, here's Cousins. And he's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. Then he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. A give. This is Cook. Clinton Dix, the former Packer, in on the tackle.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Roquan Smith, fresh off a solid rookie campaign, in on the tackle for Chicago.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And he finds Cook. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down.
Let's go.
Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Bring up 48.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
Back to the ground, Cook. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Cousins. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Cook following the penalty. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here.
First.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. Over the middle, he's got Treadwell. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Now Cousins. This is caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Kyle Rudolph in the final seconds of the first half. And the Vikings are able to make this a close game again. Bryant's extra point up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. Final play of the half. It's Trubisky. He's going to let this one go deep. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Check. Quaker Omaha. 300. Hey, wahoo!
Off the play fake, Cousins. He'll find Thielen working the middle. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
59 mark, check, 59 mark.
Now Cousins. Left side caught by Diggs. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
Hey, box truck. I'm here all day.
Draw play, Cousins to Cook. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. 15 yards last play and 15 yards here this go-around.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Mike. Jahan, what do you need? Silver.
Now Cousins here on the bootleg. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Khalil Mack in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
Here we go. Switch.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And an alley to run. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They run. Cook. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
On 2nd and goal, Cook waiting in the backfield all alone. He's going to get it running right. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Dalvin Cook, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And nothing special there. They show they were going to run the football. They ran it. They got it in.
Like old-time football, right? Hey, this is exactly what we're going to do. Straight-ahead power, and they got it done.
Bryant tacks on the extra point, and we are tied at 14. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 26.
Let's go.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Open man, Taylor Gabriel. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Good. 180. Check 55. Mike. Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Alert, alert. Alert, alert. 55.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Trubisky out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 to first.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
I'm going to come back to you.
They'll run on first down. It's Cohen. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. 54.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Trubisky. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
That's another Bears first down. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Good. 180. Right there. 40's Mike. I got one.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 9-yard line.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time. Alert, alert. Alert, alert. Alert, flare. Alert, flare. Flare, flare.
They snap it at 1. Now it's Trubisky. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time, but now it's 3rd and goal.
Now we got 3rd and goal coming up, and couldn't you imagine being in that huddle, partner? You know they're looking at each other saying, we can't come away with just 3 points after this drive.
Yeah, they've covered a lot of ground. They want more than that 3. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? From the shotgun is Trubisky. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Stephen Weatherly gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And they take a 17-14 lead. Well, they don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the third quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. Trying to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Kirk Cousins last year started all 16 games, but only led the Vikes to just one fourth-quarter comeback like he's trying to do here. From the 31, Cousins, throw left side on target to Thielen. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he's taken down inside the 30. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Mike. What are these? Let's put them on the buses. Let's put that team on the hook. Hey, Ken. 59 Mike. Check, 59. Coming. Hey, Alpha. Where's the hot?
First down. Here's Cousins. He's got his man on the crossing route. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays.
First down.
Ready? 59. I'm here all day. Check nine.
On first down, Cook. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. If you're going to run against this unit, especially down here, just beware. I mean, they're the top rushing defense in the league.
Yeah, and then they go ahead and they double down with the whole thing because you think, okay, let's throw the ball. Oh, yeah, that's right. They defend the pass pretty well, too. Very difficult task right now.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Listen to me. Small. Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike is 59.
Again, it's Cook. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. The first run for the backup, Abdullah. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Amir Abdullah, his first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are going to retake the lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Bryant's extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. From the gun, it's Trubisky. On the right side, this is Miller. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Trubisky now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Now a shotgun handoff to Cohen. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. The tackle made there by Linval Joseph. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the 4th quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production. But how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
On 2nd down, here's Trubisky. That is caught by Cohen. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll be 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Hey, 180! 54, right, 54. Hey, watch the screen, watch the screen. 18. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Hey, let's get it.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down in the hands of the wrong team.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
Check 13. Check 13.
They run it again with Cook. Danny Trevathan there to bring him down. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Throwing his Cousins. And an alley to run. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here we go.